Hello everyone, we are here with Mr. Andre and we are live for the first time, which is amazing because we've never done this before. I hope you can hear me. If you can write it in the chat if you can hear me or not, and let me know. And let me know if the chat is enabled. It should be enabled so that you can see that. Let me see.
It's here, but we can't see.
Yeah, somehow we can't chat, so sorry guys. Oh, here we go, connecting. Okay, we are hoping you can see and hear us, so we're just gonna go ahead and do it.
There's 0 people still.
So anyways, we are here today. As you know, we are unleashing yourself, unleashing your inner powers. How? Well, this is an interesting thing. So the most important in allowing yourself to be different, allowing yourself to go on an inner level, is to go outside of your comfort zone. We all know what it is to be in a comfort zone, but you have to do something different, something super different, so that you can unleash the powers of your own self. Today, that's what we're doing. We are getting out of our comfort zone and unleashing the power with Mr. Andre. He has introduced us to this wonderful Sadhu board. And this is a real nail board, you guys. This is, these are actual nails, you can see. They're very, very, very sharp. I'm going to stand on these nails for as long as I can today. And what Sadhu means, it means wisdom. This thing is thousands years old, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 years old. It's very ancient. In the ancient times, what people did, they wanted to get the wisdom out of life. They wanted to solve something in their life. They wanted to get themselves out of the comfort zone so that they can allow themselves to understand a situation they're going through, or answer some question that they're asking, or just in general for a better mental and spiritual health. But forget about mental and spiritual health. Let's talk about what this actually does even physically. Okay, we know that in the Chinese medicine, you can pretty much cure any disease through your feet. The feet have so many acupuncture points that depending on where you, I guess, pinch, you can give a signal to a certain body part. This gives a signal to the whole body. So even physically, standing on these has so much benefit, releasing all your tension, releasing all your negative energy. And the most important is pain. Let's talk about pain. When your body feels pain, it's in its most uncomfortable state. So when you are standing on these and you are feeling that pain, the most interesting about all of this is that your brain signals you to stop. But if you can go past that pain, if you can go past understanding that there is a greater benefit, if you can be happy within feeling that pain, you are unleashing certain things in your brain, and it's supposed to open your spiritual self. It's supposed to help you physically, mentally. I'm supposed to feel some kind of clarity. I don't know. I'm talking about this for the first time. So this is basically from other people's experiences. I haven't done this. Well, Mr. Andre did. So Andre, tell us, what did you feel when you stood on the Sadhu board? What were your feelings?
You feel what happens is your mind has all the answers already. So when you stand on these, they kind of dissolves all the blocks that you have put in over the ages, like as you were growing up, from society, from parents, from school, from work, everything that they taught you, just to kind of put your mind in a box. So these, basically, when you stand on these, there's 3 stages. You stand for 6 minutes. There's the first wave, it hits you, and you start feeling the pain. Your mind starts racing. You basically start going crazy for a couple of minutes. You have to go through this process so you kind of relax. Your body starts working through the processes that have been blocking you from achieving something. You can basically, before you even stand on these, you put yourself, like you ask yourself a question, and your soul, your mind, it will give you an answer. By the time you finish with these, you will get an answer. Not with your head, but inside you will know that that is the answer.
With your soul, with your heart.
Not with the head, because the head sometimes overthinks everything and it creates a false answer or something that we have been taught in the book. But you already know the answer. Everybody knows the answer. Like when you want to go into something, you always have fear because you're not sure. You start fearing things, and that fear is usually just your comfort zone stopping you from achieving something great.
Yeah.
And this takes off the comfort zone, takes off the fear, and lets you go into the process of achieving something great. And once you experience these, just a whole new world opens up to you. I don't know how to explain it, but it just does. You start meeting new people. Everything just rolls the way it should roll, the way you think the world should work in a perfect world. And the world is perfect. We just make it imperfect because everything around us, even today's situation with COVID, they're trying to put masks on us so the people cannot see us smiling, cannot see us being happy, because they want people to be secluded. They don't want us to believe in ourselves anymore. They want as much control as possible. And they're succeeding. In some countries they're succeeding and people are just giving up on themselves and everything else. So today we're gonna change that.
Yeah, we are
one person at a time.
We are going to change that. And so by stepping on these things, he was talking about fear. Fear is very powerful. Fear is what stops you from being anything you want to be. You, yourself, whoever's on the other side listening to me, you can do anything in this world. You can be anything in this world if only you can cancel that fear. And so what you're doing when you're going on the nail boards, through the pain, your fears comes out. Even from your childhood, things that you were afraid of will come out. And that will help you. That will stimulate your brain, not to mention the physical, the mental. All of these things are going to come out and help you achieve all your goals, everything that you want to be. And it's going to give you more clarity. So if anybody wants to try this, this is really, really good. The only people that shouldn't try this is, I think, blood pressure and pregnant. So because these things stimulate your body. So you don't want to do it if you're sick or if you're pregnant, unless you want to have a baby, of course. So anyways, what else we wanted to talk about? We wanted to talk about where did this come from? Like, where did this idea of stepping on the nail board came from?
It just came. I was in Moscow visiting my kids. I had 2 weeks to fly to Miami. And I was talking to a friend of mine, Irina, she lives in Moscow. And I said, I want to stand on nails. We were discussing some yoga, some different practices, meditations, vipassana. And all of a sudden it came to my head to stand on nails. And then I met the person in the most randomest way, which I'll discuss later. And basically I signed up for her Instagram account, and a couple days later I see her using nails, and she was putting people through this process. And I said, you know what, I want to stand on nails. And we couldn't arrange the perfect time. So I stood on these basically a day and a half before I had to fly out. So the universe worked out, my wish came true. I stood on these, and basically the universe is limitless, so you can do anything. Everything was against me standing on this, but because I had a wish to do that, it happened. Everything arranged, everything fell into place, and I stood on these. So now it's up to each and every one of us.
Yeah, to make the right choice and to change, to want to be a better person tomorrow. This is what it's all about. This is about working on yourself. This is about trying to be better. This is about unleashing yourself, getting yourself out of the comfort zone to feel different things, to feel this world differently. Like even right now, look at this, like this greenery, this wonderful wind, the smell of the ocean that we're feeling here. It's incredible. It's just incredible. The power of the nature is always very, very impressive. We only need to stop and listen, and this is what we are doing today. So without further ado, now we're going to move into where we're actually going to do this. So bear with us. I don't think you can hear me very well. I can't really see the chat. Oh, I can. Oh, hello. So we are getting some comments saying where we can get it. I am going to add a listing under this video once it's on YouTube, and I'm going to add a listing from Amazon where you can buy this Sadhu boards. They're not expensive and they're great for anyone to have. Okay, let me set this up and we are going to start. Look at this ocean, you guys. Look at this beautiful ocean. Look at this. Just so pretty. This is where I'm going to stand on the board. Mr. Andre is going to set it up. And we are going.
Можно вот так вот.
I'm a big believer in candles and pretty things. You guys know it by now. I love coconut oil. I use it for almost everything. And before I'm going to do this, I'm going to meditate a little bit. Oh, the coconut oil smells so good, you guys. Just going to add some oil. Oils really help you to, I want to say through your nose, you get a lot of vibrations. And so if you smell certain oils, it's just like perfume. You get this interesting vibe from like rose oil or others. It's really good. Like sage oil, I really like. So coconut oil has always been great for me at the beach because I feel like the coconut oil stimulates that beachy feeling. So here we go, you guys. Sadhu board. I don't know what I'm going to feel. I'm doing this the first time, so this should be interesting. I've never stood on nail board before, so we'll see how I feel. I'll let you know what emotions I have. I hope you can hear me.
don't see it when I'm gonna move around. I think this is better, no? I can move that one around. Oh, okay. No, they probably can't hear you.
Guys, I am feeling pain. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm feeling pain. A lot of pain right now. Just pain. At this point, only pain. So I'm trying to concentrate on ocean and the ocean waves. And that's all I'm trying to concentrate on at this point.
Concentrate on the breathing. On the air coming in and out. You can hear things, that's good, but you gotta concentrate on what's inside of you, not what's outside. So just breathe normally and feel what you're feeling inside. Don't look at the environment. You're here right now, not over there by the ocean. You're inside yourself. Deal with what's inside of you. I know it's painful, but just keep breathing. Keep breathing and I am here. Whatever comes to you, like whatever you want to do, you want to scream, you want to cry, you want to say something, you want to dance. I've seen a lot of things, and I've only seen 6 or 5 people stand on them, but every time it's something different. Everybody has different emotions. We're all different, we're all unique. Дыши, 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 дыши. Открой глаза, будет легче. Open the eyes, it will be a little easier if you want. It will be a completely different experience, but you gotta breathe. If you close your eyes, it's a lot harder because you go deeper into yourself.
But I want to.
If you want to, if that's how you feel, go.
I want to go deep. I feel good where I am at the depth.
Okay.
I feel like if I'm closing my eyes, I don't concentrate on the pain as much.
Okay. Go. If you have any energy going through your head, or what do you feel?
Yeah.
If you have too much in your head, you can
Yeah.
adjust your mind and basically put it in your behind, like kopcha. Put it in that spot, the 5th spot. Transfer all that energy into there, and it will balance you out. So basically, put it in here with your mind. Transfer that energy down your body into your backbone, and that will balance you out, and you will feel more stable, more balanced. Because I know the energy, I can feel it. I'm standing beside you and I can feel the processes that you're going through. Не в ноги, а в
I feel
копчик.
like lightning in my head, which I read about, so it's interesting. I feel like I'm back to childhood. Like the things that come out of my mind are from childhood at this point, which is interesting.
That's for now. 2 minutes. Just stay quietly. Go into that process. Because right now you're about that time, the first wave. That's the blocks that I was talking about. Basically, she's going into the childhood, something might have happened or anything, like something she experienced that's stopping her from doing something now. And we all have that. I recently went through something similar in Eastern Turkey. I had a childhood trauma, but I will explain that later. Right now we're about 6 minutes. That's the first wave when all the processes hit you. Then afterwards you're about 12 minutes. Some people get it at 12, then at 26, and then the last one is like at 56 minutes. That's the first wave that just passed by. So all the processes she went through, the pain goes away. Now she's gonna stand there for another 10-15 minutes. She can talk, she can do whatever.
Yeah, the pain was the most excruciating when I just stepped on. Now that I'm not on it, the pain is gone. But the interesting part is that you don't want to talk. You want to go back into your inner self. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going back, you guys. That's what I want. And so that's what I crave. That's what I'm doing.
Basically, you let your mind take control. Not your logical mind, the one that we have been taught what's right, what's wrong. Your original mind, your brain. Your brain, which we now probably only use 3% because of all the technology that we have. But originally, and I believe, I'm not sure if there's any studies on this, but when a child is born, they use a lot more of their brain, a lot more percentage. Neurologically, they can feel their mother, they can feel their father, and then we start forgetting because we teach our kids, oh, don't do this, don't do that, and then we start teaching them logic, oh, because of this, oh, because of that. But theoretically speaking, if we use more of our brain, we can feel everything. Like, the only thing we really have to do is look after the kids and make sure they don't hurt themselves, as in like fatally hurt themselves. But other than that, if they hurt themselves once, they gotta know, okay, this hurts, we shouldn't do this, and take it from there. But yeah, this activates your neurological system a lot, and you go into your memory, everything starts coming up, especially if you ask yourself a question before you do this practice. That question is usually answered at the end of it. And the processes that go through you, they're quite interesting, because there's so much in this universe that we say we don't know, but really our brain knows a lot more than we think it does. Also about these nails, you can get them yourself, but the first time is usually recommended to stand with somebody, because if you buy nails, for instance, these are 9 millimeters. They're the lightest ones, so they're the least painful ones. They're a little bit dynamic, so they move a little bit, so you will experience a little bit more pain than on the regular ones that are just solid. but without somebody beside you that knows what they're doing, it's gonna be hard. Mentally hard, physically hard. It's gonna be hard. That's just the way it works. Because I've stood on them a bunch of times, so I kind of know the process. So I'm here as a guide, and I take some of the pain away, as much as mystical as it is. That's kind of how it works. When you're there by yourself, even when I stand by myself, I'm in so much pain, I scream. The second I stand on them, I scream and I cry and I throw a tantrum, but I stand there. When I'm with somebody, I don't feel any pain. Just the discomfort. Just something to note if you decide to get him yourself. Maybe find somebody in your town or city that can help you out with the process, even for the first time, so you kind of know what to do and what to expect.
Feeling amazing.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Believe it or not, I can feel it.
Amazing.
And I wanted to tell you about 3 minutes ago, just smile. If you want to smile, just smile.
I started smiling only now.
Yeah, I know.
Because the tension is gone. I can feel the sun on my skin, and it's incredible. I'm feeling incredible right now. There's no pain, you guys. I think this is the most incredible, is that there's no pain. My brain canceled that out. It just ruled it out. There is no pain. And it's actually pretty phenomenal. So I feel really good. Amazing. Just feeling zen.
And that's another thing. She says there is no pain. She has 4 kids. For a guy, a couple girls have said that. Women, females have said that this is, if a guy wants to experience giving birth, this is what they should try. Because at first, that's how much pain you experience. And for her, she's a mom of 4 kids. Okay, she doesn't feel pain. But we'll give it a couple more minutes, maybe 10 minutes. We'll step off the nails, we'll do a circle, and we'll step her back on it. Just to start that process again. Because sometimes this happens, and this is normal. But we will give it a couple, 10 more minutes. We'll see what happens. If the pain doesn't come back, then we'll improvise a little bit.
So far, I'm feeling good. Feeling reborn. Very clean inside. Very good. Just peaceful. And what's interesting is I started hearing more. So when we just came here, all I heard was the waves. Now I'm starting to hear some birds. I'm starting to hear some other things. So it's crazy.
All the senses open
stand here
panic,
alone
don't
because I'm
panic.
not done in my
Oh,
thoughts.
Okay.
So I know. Walk around.
It seems
and
like you're very light already on your thoughts.
I'm good. I'm good, but still 5 minutes that I need. Okay. Guys, this is how your brain works. It takes away the pain, which is very, very interesting. And I don't know if you can hear me or not, but Andre was saying an interesting thing that if a woman is giving birth, that's what it feels like. And there is some truth to that, that when you're giving birth at the beginning, you have this excruciating pain that your brain just blocks off. At some point when you're giving birth, you come into this state of mind where you are not there anymore. You don't feel the pain, but you are also not presently in this world. Like when I was giving birth, at some point, it's like I was in the parallel world. I could hear myself scream, but I didn't feel the pain. It's incredible. So we're gonna step out of the Sadhu boards now, and Andre's saying we're gonna circle and try to go back in. And I don't know what I'll feel the second time around. So for now, I'm gonna step off. And can I step off by myself? I have to step off with you.
It's up to you. You can step up by
Do you want
yourself,
to-
or I can.
Can you take the camera back there so that we can show that part? Okay guys, it's painful, like quite painful from the Sadhu board. I'm gonna try if I can show you my foot somehow. I'm gonna show them. I just don't know how. Okay, guys, this is what my foot looks
The
like.
sandal lower.
Okay. This is what my foot looks like, guys. After
Take off the
standing
sand.
on, I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. Don't move. Don't. Oh.
It's basically just all in dots. It hurts now to walk a lot. So we're back to that pain that I felt when the first time I went on the Sadhu board. For all of you that are just joining us now, this is the Sadhu board, which I was standing on for how long for now?
Let's see. About 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes I was standing on this board, you guys. And I felt excruciating pain. And then it stopped after about, what, 6 minutes?
Yes.
And then now that I got off of them, I feel exactly the same excruciating pain as I did when I was standing on it. So it's quite amazing. The thoughts that were running through my head stopped, which I think this is the point of this, is that as soon as I stood on this, my thoughts just blanked. The pain was so bad that my brain stopped giving me anything, any pictures or thoughts or anything. And it was an incredible moment of silence in my own head, which I don't think I've ever experienced before. It was like my thoughts stopped, and it was incredible. So now I'm gonna walk around a little bit, and I'm gonna stand on these again. And I don't know how it will be the second time, because now you know where you're going. Where the first time I didn't know how it's gonna feel, now I'm gonna know. But I still want to try this. So this is where we're at. So for all of you that are just joining us, this is what we're doing today. We're standing on the Sadhu board, which are the board with nails, and they're very sharp, you guys. But this is to help mental clarity and physical clarity, because acupuncture is very, very, very powerful thing. And believe it or not,
she does not feel no pain, this will reactivate those processes again. It's a little harder. I've seen people go up to 3 times. And we'll give it a go. Heavily breathe so you can control the pain with your breathing. What do you do when you give birth? You breathe. You breathe.
It's really painful, you guys, like really painful.
Yeah, every time you go on them, it's more and more painful. If you go in a row, for instance, up to 3 times I've seen it done. And yeah, just breathe. Keep breathing. Breathe. Don't think about the pain. Just breathe. Breathe heavily. If you want to scream, scream. It's okay. There's people around, but it's okay if you scream. It's
At this
normal.
point, you don't care if people are around. You just want to
Exactly.
scream because it's so painful.
So scream. Just don't forget to breathe. It is painful. The second time, I've done it only twice. I've stepped off and stepped on him like she's doing right now, and I was basically dancing. I was sitting down, up and down, but you can't release your legs. Can't step off, so it's quite a journey. Concentrating on something that you shouldn't. This is your fears. I'm not good. Yes, you're good.
No, I said I'm not here.
Oh, you're not here. Okay, I thought you said you're not good.
Oh,
okay.
I'm good.
Okay, then you're
Just
good.
not here.
Okay, that's good. Go deep where you want to be. Look inside of you. Just don't forget to breathe. That's the most important thing. Because breathing is the most natural thing that we do. That makes us alive. That's what part of love is breathing. If you don't breathe normally, there is no love. Because when you're angry, your breathing goes up, your heart rate goes up. So you know you're not at a place of love. When you breathe shallow, that means you're not feeling love either. You're closed up. You're somewhere deep inside of you. You just gotta breathe naturally. there's
Yeah.
something inside of you that's sad.
No. I'm at peace.
You don't sound like you're at peace.
No.
Okay. You want to step off or you want to jump off? Do the Viking jump.
Jump off.
Jump off?
I'm gonna like.
Okay,
hold
let
on,
me
I'm
move.
gonna-
Let
yeah,
me
move the camera
let me
first.
move the camera, and then we'll do a Viking jump. Let me see. Breathe and walk. This is green. If you want to scream, scream. It's all your emotions that you're holding inside of you. You release them. When I did this first time, I was screaming on top of my lungs in the middle of a park with
What
people.
I'm gonna do?
What? You gonna go for a swim? And she's gone.
Guys, I needed this. I needed this release into the water, and it was incredible. But the pain is pretty bad. Like I have to say, I thought that it would be not as painful as it turned out to be, for sure, 100%. So this has been a very interesting experience. You know what surprised me the most is the things that came out of this. The things that came out in my head, the thoughts that I had, that's what really surprised me, you guys. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can talk. You know what's incredible is that surprisingly, things from my childhood came out. Things that, I mean, silly things. Like I remember being scared of something when I was little, and that came out in my inner self, which is very interesting because I didn't expect this at all, you guys. I didn't expect things from my childhood to come out. And I also didn't expect it to be as painful as it was. It was really, really painful. So that kind of surprised me because I didn't think it would be as bad. The nature really helped. So if anybody out there is going to do that, you guys have to do it somewhere where you can concentrate on the nature, on birds singing, on something, because without that, it was super hard. The other thing that I felt was all my senses. So I smelled more, I heard more. So I guess when your body is in pain, your brain is just being more sensational, I want to say. I don't know how to call it, but it was incredible. It was incredible, it was painful, it was something very interesting. And I want to say something. When I had my feet are flat. I don't know what you call that. Flat feet or whatever. I don't know what you call it. There's a terminology
That's
for
how
it.
you call it.
Yeah, whatever. So I was always so scared because, like, if I have shoes that are the wrong heels, it really makes me in pain. So I was really scared because of the flat feet, how it will feel, and it felt It felt incredible in a sense that the points on my feet where it usually hurts didn't hurt at all, which I was so surprised at. I guess because the nails are all over the foot, it's a totally different process. So
What I told you yesterday.
I was worrying
We had an argument
yesterday.
over there.
We got into an argument yesterday. I told him that I was scared that the pressure points on my feet that usually hurt will be in so much pain, and that did not happen, you guys. That did not happen, and it was incredible. That's sort of what I was worrying about. The other thing the interesting part that came out of this in my experience with the Sadhu board is that, before you go into these kind of spiritual healing, meditation, or any experience that's on the spiritual side, you have to have a purpose for it. Normally you have a question, or maybe something's been bothering you, or there's always something. And I felt in this meditative nail board experience like the whole world is one. Just think about it. I am here with Andre talking. Someone out there is watching me on don't know where. We're all connected. And if you are doing positive, good things, good vibes, you have this aura around you that will keep continuing to be this positive aura that attracts other positive things. So if you're wondering, oh, why is this keeps happening to me at some point in life, whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is, there's something that you are doing wrong, that you're attracting certain events in your life. So this is kind of the message that I got through this meditative state, that you just have to be good to attract good. Do good, be kind, help one another. Just in general, be good, because your aura will change into good and you will attract good. Good attracts good. And so I'm a big believer that we are so dirty in our minds, so clogged up with Instagram, social media, things to do, work. If you don't do these things, if you don't do meditation, spiritual healing, time for yourself, like Andre in Egypt, he just went and traveled there and they were not talking for 3 days?
4 days.
4 days.
I didn't eat for 4 days.
He didn't eat for 4 days, he didn't talk for 4 days. Guys, that kind of stops your brain. It gives you that moment of silence. It gives you that spiritual healing. This is what it gives you. And this is not to say that I'm different than you are. I mean, look up my channel, Family Daylife. I am just a mom of 4, crazy busy, crazy just like you, with work, with everything. I also have Instagrams. I also have all the other stuff. But I feel it that we need sometimes just time off of everything in the world, if you can. Even like right now, I am surrounded by nature, I'm in myself, and this is really going to help me in my life, because life is all about balance, you guys. If you have too much of work, or if you have too much of pleasure, or too much of something, it's not going to work. You need to balance things out. And we live in the kind of world where social media and work and everything is overpowering. Just look at driving. When I'm driving, all these billboards, they just scream with food and with buying things, and everything goes in here and just clogs yourself. If you can just unclog yourself by doing this, by taking walks at the beach, by doing a meditation, by just giving it to yourself, go to spa, go to gym, go to pool, just have time for yourself, then 100% you're going to be much happier. It's the unbalanced life that leads us to feeling negative thoughts and feeling down, feeling drained, feeling down. So after the meditation that we went through today, I feel reborn. I feel calm, I feel like I don't need anything else right now. Everything is so good. Just this wind, these trees, this ocean. It's just so calm. It feels so amazing after just doing meditation. And this has not been long at all. But it's just so incredible. The power of just stopping your thoughts, the power of allowing yourself to be, the power of canceling everything on that planner and saying, right now I'm going to make my time. I am going to make time for myself. I am going to take myself out on a date. I am going to go for bubble tea, go for coffee, go for beach, go anywhere and spend time with myself. No social media, no nothing, just you. I mean, the best I feel is still nature, because once you're somewhere in nature, even if it's just a park with some fountain, your inner self, your body calms down in nature settings. Your brain starts relaxing from all the billboards, social media, Instagram and everything. So I don't understand why we don't take this serious. Like, we go to eat, we go to work, we know that we have to do those things. But I don't know why people don't take this part of life serious. You need to relax sometimes. You need to stop your thoughts. You need to have time for yourself sometimes. And so I'm a big believer in that. And guys, this has been amazing. Thank you for being here with us. We're going to be doing a lot of these streams on our channel, Family Day Life. Thanks for subscribing to my crazy lifestyle, to my crazy world. It means a lot to me that you're with me and that I can pass on what I feel right now to you and maybe help someone, maybe give someone a motivation. Maybe just you needed to hear that. I don't know. But whatever is coming out of my soul, whatever I want to speak, I speak in hope that it will get to someone and help someone. Andre, thank you for introducing me to this Sadhu board. It was incredible, just incredible experience. I really liked it. So guys, we're going to end it on this. Thank you so much again. I love you. I'm wishing you an absolutely blissful day.